Hello, I'm Nathan with the eBookReader.com and eBook Reader blog. For this video, I'm going to give you guys a look at the Kindle 4 and how it handles PDF files. So I've already got this collection set up here with some different PDFs. First one I'm going to show you is just this regular text-based PDF. So as you can see, first off, the PDFs, they don't have a partial refresh setting. So every page it's going to get the full page refresh. So let me go ahead and show you how the zoom settings work here. First off, in the menu, we've got the different options. You got the search. You can add bookmarks, place the cursor on the page, and view your notes and highlights. So the zoom and contrast, it lets you zoom in. There's 5 different settings here. The contrast, what it does is it darkens the text. So here's the default, and then the darkest setting is quite a bit darker, so it's actually quite nice if you have light colored PDFs, light gray PDFs. You can also switch the screen orientation here. So here's a look at the same PDF in landscape. What it does is it breaks the page down into sections. So let's go back to portrait. So when we zoom in, we've got different settings here, and then you can move the box. Let me show you here. Oh, so the go-to, you can just go to page, and that way, let me go ahead and back in here to the zoom. This is where I meant to go. Okay, so when you get the zoom settings here, it brings up this box. And then when you use the arrows on the nav controller here, it moves the box. And if you hold down the keyboard key, then you can fine-tune the adjustment, sort of line it up with the columns. And then you zoom it in that way. So then once you're zoomed in, you use these arrow keys to go up and down and side to side. And then when you turn the page, it resets in the top left corner, and it keeps the zoom setting however you had it. So we had some other options here. This is the 150. You also got 200 and 300. So as you can see, it doesn't work that great for this particular PDF. It's just hard to line up everything. If you want to use this, that's alright, but it's kind of a lot of scrolling. So one option is to send your PDFs to Amazon and have them convert them to the AZW format. So this is the same exact PDF right here that I had them convert. So what it does is it breaks everything down into the text mode here. So it's the Kindle format, and you've got all the other features that the Kindle books have now. You've got all the different adjustment options, the different font types, line spacing, then obviously the different text sizes too. So I find that their conversion service actually works pretty good for text-based PDFs. As you can see here, it even's got the indent for paragraphs. It's probably better than some of the EPUB ones I've seen actually. So if you put some like 2-column PDF or something with images or something like that, it's not going to turn out very nice. It's going to be all kind of muddled. So it just sort of depends on the particular PDF you're using. So as far as the on-screen features go, I found that the dictionary works for some PDFs. So you just use the little arrows right here, and then you get the options right here. Down at the top or the bottom of the screen, it'll bring up a little bubble for the dictionary. Some PDFs it doesn't seem to work, and others it does. Either way, both they always got the options for adding highlights. It's the same as eBooks, so you just select and then you move the cursor as far as you want to highlight. And you can share, create notes as well. So if you wanted to add a note, since it doesn't have the physical keyboard, you just come in here and then pop up the on-screen dictionary. So obviously if you got to do a lot of notes, this is going to be a long way to do it, but it does work pretty well. The scroll moves pretty fast. And you hit the page buttons and it moves the other selections up here for the other keyboards. You can also share on Facebook and Twitter the same way as you can with ebooks. Okay, so let me show you a different PDF here. I'll show you a 2-column PDF, how that works. So the zooming actually works pretty good for the 2-column PDFs. What you do is you just hit the 150. It just depends on the size of the PDF, but the 150, there's the 200 that works really perfectly well for this one. Let's see here. So it lines it up pretty much on that column exactly. And then so you start at the top left, and then you just use this arrow right here. It gets a little tricky when you get to the bottom, because then you got to go to the top right, so you got to back your way up and then go over. But it usually doesn't line up, so you got to use the keyboard icon to fine-tune the adjustment right on the column. Be a little tricky, as you can see here. The keyboard always inadvertently pops up. So yeah, that does take a little bit of getting used to. but then you can use the arrows obviously to scroll down that side. And when you turn the page, it actually resets it to the top left corner to start at the top left corner again. And then you hit back and it automatically backs out. So like this one, I don't think the dictionary worked on this one. No, it doesn't. But like highlights and notes, oh, I guess it does work. Highlights and notes work as well on these type of PDFs. Scanned PDFs, that it works too, surprisingly. Okay, so let me show you something else here. We've got the comics. If you've got comics, this one isn't actually set up for the Kindle, but it does have some settings. Obviously, you can use the zoom. It's got the same settings because it's just a PDF. The landscape mode actually works pretty well for this. It just depends on how your comics are set up, obviously. But in person, I don't know if it shows up on the camera, you can actually read those pretty well here in person. Let me go ahead and go back to regular mode. So I also loaded up this 90 megabyte PDF just to see how fast it would load. Let's see, that's this one. It actually is, it's surprisingly quick. It's definitely faster than the Kindle 3 was at loading it. And you turn pages and it's pretty quick too. So I was surprised the 90 megabyte file would load that fast. If you keep going really fast, it will slow down and get like a loading icon up there, and then we'll have to load it again. But so that's just a quick look at how PDFs work on the Kindle 4. Check out the ebookreader.com. I'll have some more information on there. Thank you for watching.